So basically, to start with, where do I start? Well, I was younger once, and I had this. It started very young. Basically, I started when I was 7. I had these little beings come in my room and take me out every night, and I actually remembered all these episodes. They would bring me back just before school in the morning. And my mom saw them take me and bring me back. Those are not experiences I remember under hypnosis or anything. So I got a lot of instructions then, mainly a lot of fun and play up there in the sky. But later when I was 11, I was on the brinks of desperation.
Beautifully said. Do you want to address this second question then?
Sure.
How many ET civilizations are you aware of?
This is a touchy subject. Until fairly recently, I would not discuss these things. I knew better because I already got enough flack. But recently, I felt that it was now time. I had from very early on in my childhood direct contact with what people may think of as extraterrestrial civilization. And
well, that'll help open up your worldview a little bit.
It sure did.
Yeah.
And thinking that there's more out there than what meets the eye. And throughout my life, I had many contacts, and so I could say fairly comfortably that I was in a meeting. You could call it a meeting or a conference of the sort, where I met, I would say, over different 100 different species of extraterrestrial beings, and the diversity is extremely large, and it's remarkable that with all the evidence that we have on this planet everywhere, ancient evidence and modern evidence of being visited by other beings from our universe, which is not so hard to imagine.
Well, it's not hard to imagine. I mean, we're certainly imagining it now. There's lots of TV shows where that's the whole basic premise of the show is, these are aliens, or this happened 15,000 years ago. And I think that's actually very healthy. It helps open up the mind for thinking about things. Imagining is really only the first step.
So where
that's
was
not that's not what you're talking
where
about.
was
You're not
this
talking about
meeting?
Imagining.
No, I had a direct
where was this
experience.
meeting?
This meeting...
Was it on the planet?
No, this specific meeting was in a ship.
Okay.
Yeah. And
How did you get there?
well, with a smaller ship.
A smaller ship.
Yeah. And
And was this a ship of your own creation, or was this someone who came and said, hey, let's go get this guy and bring him to the conference?
No, they literally came and got me and put me in the ship and then brought me to that other ship and brought me to that conference.
That seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it was extremely straightforward, and actually I was, I was cooking at the time, and I was actually worried that my meal was burning while I was having this conversation with those guys.